Hello everyone, my name is Al, and welcome back to another episode of Loop Hero. If you haven't noticed, I'm in a different corner now. So, I've noticed in the last couple of episodes, when I'm in the top corner, I tend to be in the way of writing, so we'll try to get out of that. I'm going to jump straight into Run, but just quickly before that, let's have a look at some of the buildings that we're aiming for. So, this is my goal. Forest, river. Forest, river. I like forest and I like them to be next to rivers, or forests in rivers, or rivers in forests, or something. But that is where I need to be heading. So I need to get the Intel Center as soon as possible in order to get to the forest. Okay, not the video game. That one. Well, you see it somewhere else, just somewhere there. Alright. So, I'm going to jump. I'm not going over to chapter 2, and I'll talk a little bit more about that now. We're going to go to chapter 1. We're going to go with the warrior, with a new chrono crystals. I don't know what it does. I don't know. Well, I'll try, see what it does. But mostly just rock and meadows. Okay, let's jump in. Alright, so, a couple of things happen. My lighting should be a little bit better. I've added a light, which I need to get used to because it's a little bit bright. I've also raised up my monitor a little bit because I found that I had the tendency to look down, like kind of zombie. Very bad for the posture, so I've lifted everything. Very good for the posture, get everything nice and straight. Wonderful. So those two things I've done, which I think should help. So now I should be looking a little bit better, because generally I look half like I'm sleeping, which is probably true most of the time, because I am probably half sleeping most of the time. Let me actually equip some stuff and build some stuff while I'm busy. I am still playing Le Video Game. This is a weird layout. It's so upright. Upright. It even looks like a picture. Ooh. There we go. So yeah, I've added a couple of things to that system, so now I've got another keyboard. So I'm probably going to be fat fingering the wrong keys for a little bit, because I've gotten so used to the keyboard that I was working with. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so now the confession as to why we got to this point. This is actually, and I hate to admit it, hello, almost put the wrong thing there. This is the second video I'm making tonight. Not because I just felt inspired and felt like making many videos. Well, I did kind of, but in a different way. Let me place this mountain and I'm going to start, because it's actually quite a tale. It's quite a story that I'm going to run you through. Okay. So, are you ready? Are you ready for my complete ignorance throughout? Okay? We know in the video game, there's the guy, he's punching things. Okay? You're with me on that one. He's slapping things, so we're all good. We're all aware that he's doing that. So, we're going to ignore him for the next 2 minutes or whatever. So, I recorded a video, a Loop Hero, just before this. About an hour ago I started. And I was feeling good. I was like, yeah, let's go. Loop Hero time. I haven't played Loop Hero in a while. I'm in the mood for Loop Hero. This is going to be wonderful. And then the things started going a little bit pear-shaped. Things started going probably, well, not as wrong as they could go. I mean, the computer could have exploded in my face or something like that. That probably would have been worse. But, bar stuff like that. So, I forgot. Well, I don't know what happened. I must have double-clicked or something. Because I thought I was recording. And then I realized that I wasn't recording at all. I'd obviously clicked the record button twice or something. I don't know, some nincompoop thing. My brain was just being absolutely useless. I've, in the meantime, fired my brain. I am looking for applicants for the position of being my brain. Please send them through to I need a new brain at gmail.com. Yeah. So that happened. And then I was like, okay, so that was fun. I'm a little bit stupid for doing that. Then I decided to redo it. And I did the video again. And I found that I was stuttering and mumbling, and I was talking the biggest load of nonsense in the world. So then I started editing the second video because I was like, okay, recorded, whatever, you know, let's move on. And when I looked back at it, I was like, oh, this is horrible. I mean, I know my stuff is probably a little bit cringy anyway. I know that in 5 years I'm gonna look at this and go, which is probably happening now to a lot of people, but that's fine, you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. So yes, that run wasn't going well. I wasn't feeling particularly great about it. Before I get to the editing, oh my goodness. So now, in the previous recordings, I did one run. This is not going well, by the way. My life is not looking very good. But anyway. So I did one run that didn't go very well. Because I recorded without recording. Then... okay. Then I made the second one, which I just didn't enjoy. Which one? You see, now you can read in the top corner. So I don't have to read for you anymore. So now I feel like this is better. I might still be covering some of the stats, but I can guarantee no one's reading that stats. That is way too much reading for anyone to be reading. Hopefully. Leaves 10% of his findings in the camp. Oh, does that mean he like takes a poop when he goes past camp? I don't know. Passes through a tile for each non-road tile around it. I think I'm just gonna go for survivalist. But yeah, back to my story. God, I told you it's a tragic one. It's gonna take 2 minutes. It's probably a lot longer than 2 minutes now. So that happened. But in the second iteration of my video, I died not only once, I died twice. Which is very embarrassing. I did a run as the Necromancer, and after about 15 minutes of looping, I got smashed by a couple of spiders. Then I did a whole bunch of changes and a whole bunch of things with the cards, and this is where the chrono crystals come from. It was during that discussion that took place. And then I died again. So, after going to cry in a corner for a little bit and licking my wounds, I am back, ready to not die, hopefully. So that's why you'll notice I'm not doing Act 2, because Act 2, essentially everything is a little bit stronger. I think the monsters get like a 5% boost to power, could be more. And what was the other things? There's a couple of things that change. I'll have to go into it now. But there's a couple of things that changed that led to yeah, me not doing very well, like at all. So yeah, so that's why we're here. We're in a place where I'm hoping that this one is gonna go better. No one is going to die. No man, woman or child will be left behind. That was very dramatic. Wonderful. Now whether that's gonna happen or not, more. No. More. Give me more. Yeah. So that's why we're also back on this boy. How much damage do I have? 7 counter regen. I think I need regen. This guy, he's not doing well. Look at him. He's struggling a bit. He's just being abused. This poor warrior, he's just being abused everywhere he goes. Like, Oaks are just hitting him all over. He's just taking it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take it. Okay? I'm gonna take it. I don't know why he's sounding like that again. Like a real G. Alright, better weapons. So yeah. There's my story of my fantastic recording schedule that had gone on tonight. Felt quite sad. I might have broken down a little bit. I might have had a crisis. No, I didn't really. Didn't really. You kick off the dust, or you dust off the kick, or you do something with someone. That is not what I meant to say. That sounded absolutely wrong. I'm not saying you should do such things. Just let's rewind that part. What I meant to be saying is, you know, I don't actually know. What was the point? Where was I going with it anyway? I think I was saying I was trying to get an analogy for it, and it went pear-shaped. Nice. But it's fine. That's a nice type of pear-shaped. I can handle that type of pear-shaped, because that's just me being stupid pear-shaped. Which is probably funny. Or at least, I'll enjoy it. So yeah. What I meant to say is not that you should be doing something with someone to de-stress. I mean, probably work too, but that's not what we're advocating in this playthrough. But yeah, I felt like, because initially I thought I'm just gonna skip it, we'll not upload tonight, I'll just take another day off. And then I thought, nah, I gotta do something. I'm glad I did, because I'm feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better about it all. Vampirism. What is that? So after receiving this trait at the start of every loop, the hero receives 65% of his max HP as Phantom Shield. That won't last very long. For each non-road tile around it. I guess that's okay. I don't know. That is way too much math for me to be doing on a Saturday night at like 11:30. Way too much math. But yeah. So, a couple of things that I was considering is I am possibly considering why can you not fit in nicely here? What about there? That's 3 blocks. That's 3 blocks. Yeah, same thing. I'm considering to get another series up. Ooh, that's so much vampirism. Yeah, well, let's do it. Because this one, nothing's gonna happen to the Loop Hero playthrough, but it is a game that requires a lot of grinding, like a lot. So I have accidentally, by being a nincompoop, hello, I'm pulling my headphones off and everything. This is all going fantastic. So by accident, because I did 2 runs of the game, I've said accident too much. Yeah, I did do some resource gathering, a little bit of it. So what I might do, instead of unintentionally, oh look how many rocks I've got, I've been sleeping on this. Instead of unintentionally grinding off camera, I'm intentionally gonna grind off camera. So you keep an eye on that thingy. So I haven't quite decided about it, but I'm thinking if, you know, because when I do something different, if I'm just going through resource collection, which can be a bit dreary, you know, that's more really nice for if you're streaming or something, you know, and I had a chat and it was just kind of just chilling and chatting and playing and stuff. That would be really nice, that grinding part. So maybe what I might do, and this is where I'm deciding on whether I'm going to do the grinding. That also sounds horrible, I shouldn't say that. Or whether I'm going to do the grinding through a stream, or whether I'm going to do the grinding off camera. So I haven't decided quite yet. But yeah, then what I'll do is I'll come back in for the episodes where Ooh, look at how quickly he's attacking. I just figured something out now. Ooh. But yeah, I'm gonna lose some attack speed there. So that's where I'm looking. I haven't decided on the 2 yet. Yeah, I guess it's also, you know, depending on the interest of a stream. And I don't know which platform I'll stream on yet. I know that a lot of people stream on YouTube, but I would really like to look a little bit more into Twitch streaming, because that's eventually where I want to go. The only problem that I believe with that is time. I got a miner's pick. Is time. It's relatively time consuming to stream, which I would love to do, and I'm working towards getting a good setup where I can do that. Look how strong my warrior is now. So that would be nice. That would be ideal, I think, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm not decided. So yeah, that leads us to what type of games could I be playing, and I don't know. There was one game that I really wanted to play on a video. Dieghost is, what's it called? Timberborn. Timberborn, which is really great. There's only 2 problems that I have with Timberborn. Is I think it's a little bit of a passive game, also kind of a good game for streaming, because it's a simulation city builder type game, which I love. I love those types of games. It's actually, the whole story about it is really actually cool. It's, imagine if, okay, we're safe. If there was an apocalypse and the beavers were the only intelligent species left at the end of it. So that's the whole premise of it, which I think is pretty cool. And you gotta build dams, you gotta build stuff. So it's a really fun game, it's a really cool game. So that's the one. That's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah, that's, I guess. I don't have enough loops left to get the defense high. So that's the one game I'm looking at. I'm also looking at a couple of things like platformers. There is a game called Celeste, which I really want to play. I've dabbled a little bit in it, but then I thought, ooh, this is something that'll be really good to put on the channel. So, yeah, I haven't gone into that yet. That's 12% attack speed. Do I really want to lose 12% attack speed? No, I don't think so. Because that attack speed is kicking up my regen, my vampirism, which is really awesome. So yeah, Celeste is a pixelated type game. It's a platformer. Now that'll be really fun because I'm going to fail and flop on that extensively. This is not going well. Which will probably be really good to see. It'll be good to watch. So yeah, I will fail. There will be enjoyment. So that's option 2. Then I'm also looking at games like there's a game called, this is going very badly. Do I go for more vampirism? I think I have to, don't I? So I'm going to lose a lot of my attack speed for vampirism, but now I've got like 60% vampirism. That should help. This has suddenly got quite tense, hasn't it? I was just talking, having a great time, but it looks like this is getting a bit rough. I definitely need to end after this week. It's you! You crazy thing. No, I'll stick to the vampirism. Yeah. So there's games like Superliminal, which is a really... I don't think a lot of people have heard of it. But it seems like such a fun game. It's like a puzzly kind of game, like to work your brain, which could be really fun because I'm gonna be stupid for a long time, and you know, you're gonna be sitting there screaming, "Ah!" like just going crazy, saying that I'm an idiot and I'm blind and all that stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. So yeah, that's my consideration. Either stream or new gameplay. So that it's going to be on the channel. Go away, go away. This harpy. Blah, don't like you. Ah, there we go. So on this channel there's going to be this loop here, which is really good. And maybe just a bit less of the loop here. And Minecraft. So if you haven't checked my Minecraft videos, go do that. Yeah, snuck that one in there. You weren't expecting that, were you? That's what I almost made a that's what she said joke. That's what he said would probably have been a better one, hey? Anyway, let's not talk about that. So yeah. And then obviously the StarCraft 2. So those three will be going around. And yeah. Okay. I have done a bunch of resource collecting. We're on 20 minutes of recording time. I'm going to call it. Look how pretty the map looks. This is going to be the screenshot. Okay, so maybe I should smile, like $1 million smile. Like, there we go. Get ready. No? Yes. That's the one. Anyway. Yeah. Let's call this runner quits. Let's retreat with all of our bounty, our bountiful loot. And here we go. Intel Center. Where do I build the Intel Center? Right over. I don't know. There. Right over there. Sarah, welcome back. So here's what we know so far. The world consists of darkness and fragments of your memories, and it doesn't stay the same for long. Nothing is stable. How are you remembering me when you couldn't remember me after the last boss fight, but now you're remembering me? This is so confusing. But that's not completely true. There are some key memories that drastically change everything. As we keep notes of your expeditions, the pieces are starting to form a bigger picture. So maybe if I actually listened to her, she'd explain it. It would be much easier if everything wasn't so shapeless. Remember, all knowledge is priceless, so please share it with us. And together, we'll decide how to use it best. Thank you for that giant monologue that you've just given me. And that has unlocked the encyclopedia, which tells us a little bit about everything. So while I'm looking at this, I quickly wanted to check, what does this do? Nothing. Right? Doesn't look like there's any dangers of it. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. There's a bunch of nice things. Now what I want to look at is, I need that. What is that? Where do I get it? What's that? Well, let's check the encyclopedia. Orb of Evolution drops from plant enemies. From living enemies. So then, this is living, undead. So I need to drop the skeletons. Liquid. Ew. Living, plant. So in the next one, I should be aiming for... Ooh, dessert! Oh! That's interesting. So plus 3 max HP for every enemy with a soul killed by the hero. Removes the HP bonus from all armor. Gives the hero 1 resurrection with full health per expedition. This should only be done with the Necro. But this, the desert, lowers every creature's HP by 0.5. So if I'm increasing my warrior's HP with rocks, deserts, meadows, I can drop this. We want spiders and we want groves. Right? Yes. I can drop the village and I can drop the cemetery, which I can't do because I need something. So what if we go with the village and wheat fields? Yes. The battlefields, that's a chest. That's just a chest. That doesn't matter. So I'm going to mostly be placing groves. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is also living. So living fiber drops from it. Living fiber. Does that mean it only drops? No, it must just be that it drops because we unlocked the encyclopedia. I don't know. We will have to see. Anyway, I've rambled now for the last bit for quite a while. I'm hoping that everything's really looking better. If you have any like suggestions on more stuff I should be doing with my setup, obviously I'm improving as I'm going along. I'm trying to get everything nice and good. If you've sat through this with me, and if you've been sitting through my other videos, then thank you so much for watching. Like really, I do appreciate any of the views and stuff. I mean, this is just my hobby, but being able to share it with someone is really awesome. So if you've been doing those things, thank you very much. Yeah, and if you like the videos, then you want to help the channel to grow, then just leave likes and subscribe and tell your neighbor, tell your cat, tell your whoever, you know, that'll all really mean a lot to me. But yeah, I'm getting emotional and all gushing. Okay, you see, it's been a long day, so I'm gonna go now. Anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.